To source the economic data, I started at data.census.gov. The site contains a host of data as collected and collated by the US Census Bureau and primarily derived from the American Community Survey. And you are, of course, encouraged to explore this site yourself as well. Since we are interested in economic data, I type economic characteristics in the search box. And that gives me a fairly large number of tables that I can use to look at economic characteristics. I'm going to look at DOP3, selected economic characteristics. And as you see, I get a large number of economic characteristics that I could use in my analysis. Now, this gives the data for the US as a whole, but we're interested in showing the data at the state level. So I'm going to get rid of that and then go to geographies. And you see I can ask the Census Bureau to collate the data for me at a number of different geographical locations. I'm going to do it by state. And that then gives me this option. So let's do all states within the United States, Puerto Rico, and the island areas. Get rid of this. And now you see what we have is we have the data by state. Alabama, Alaska, if we go a bit further, we see the other states as well. We want to download that data. And you see there are three options. We can do Excel.csv and zip. If you do Excel or .csv, then in a sense the data is not oriented correctly. So we're going to do a zip. So click here. And you see this has the advantage that we can download data for multiple years. So we're going to download it for 2021, 2020, 2019, and 2018. You have an option between the 1-year estimates and the 5-year estimates. In general, the 5-year estimates are a little bit more reliable. So that's the one I'm going to use. So we're going to download that .csv, and that takes a while. It's a large file. It comes down as a zip file. So you see that zip file, and then I can open the zip file, and this is what I get now. And you see that I have for every year essentially three different files: the column metadata, the data, the table nodes, and so on. The most important ones are the data file and the column data file. So let me open up the data file first. Okay, let me get rid of this one. And what you see is we now have the data, and it's kind of in the appropriate orientation in that the state is, rather than one of the column headings, is a value in a column. There's a number of issues with this that we will figure out later on. The most relevant one for the moment is the fact that the column names are rather cryptic, so DP030001E. Fortunately, if you look at the smaller file, the column metadata file, then you will see exactly what these columns mean. So DP030001E is an estimate of the employment status of the population of 16 and over. And we're going to use this information as we prepare the economic data files in Tableau Prep Builder. The zip file with the economic data for the 4 years in question is available from the Canvas course. You don't have to download it yourself if you don't want to.